Prior to me starting in the legal industry at Bryan Ward & Partners, I came from a complete corporate background. So when I came into my first law firm, I was completely astounded at how much paper is actually used. Being in the kind of corporate environments that I was in was a very flexible working environment. There was hot desking going on. There was a lot of people working from remote locations. So for me, it was really having a look at within the actual firm, how could we make things how could we streamline how our current processes and procedures work. It was amazing for me to actually see that being in a law firm, that the first thing was print it out, file it, even if we have four or five copies of it, just print it again.
I think it took us about 12 months because we had a heavy consultation piece with the business, so we had to go around and talk to everybody about what their expectations were of electronic filing and what the matter directories should look like for the different practice groups. Yeah, so probably about 12 months.
Mike, what were the drivers that made the firm decide to move to Paper-Lite? So, what started this all?
Well, it's a really good question, Dion. I mean, the drivers are essential. People have to have a good why. There has to be a really good and powerful why that will actually make people move across to electronic filing, especially if you're going to be changing some old and embedded habits. So for us, we were moving premises at the end of 2014. Now, I'm not suggesting that you all go out and sign up leases for new premises as a way of getting your firms across to e-filing, but it does give you an idea of the sort of powerful reason that you need to actually be able to change people's process, change people's habits. There's also a big risk management driver as well behind e-filing. So certainly business continuity and disaster recovery, we believe it's a big help there as well. I think it's going to help. Touch wood, it never actually happens, but
It's not wood.
Sorry. There we go. For us to be able to continue to operate as a viable business, if a disaster ever does happen, e-filing should mean that our firm will be able to survive, say, a loss of our buildings or the loss of the ability to gain access to our premises, for example, or even the CBD. So staff continue to work remotely, subject, of course, to having some sort of an internet connection, but that's a major factor. And finally, we consider ourselves to be a responsible corporate citizen, so there's environmental considerations as well. The firm until recently has been a very heavy, a lot of people would say excessive user of paper, so as part of that sort of drive to be a responsible corporate citizen, we want to just reduce our paper usage as a result.